says he believes he's going to have to win by a knockout.
Well, Casa Morel made it a big point to let everyone know that he trained in Puerto Rico for this fight.
Bell rings as Cotto has his back turned to Abdulaev. Abdulaev rushes across the ring as Cotto takes time to cross himself. And then Miguel lands a left hook and backs Mohamad off.
They look very much similar to what we saw in the amateurs. Both of them with the hands held high, head bent down, short punches. The only difference is Cotto is seemingly boxing a little bit more and more relaxed.
Cotto looks a little bigger to me than he did when he was 19.
I think Cotto has also benefited more from the transition to the professional style than Abdulaev. Cotto is more measured and takes time to put more mustard on his punches.
The Olympic fight was at 139 also. Pretty much the same as what they're wearing right now.
Abdulaev with a straight right hand across the top. Crowd will be hoping to cheer Cotto into an early rhythm and get him started with that left hook to the body. That is his money punch. Same for Abdulaev. Top lands for Abdulaev. Cotto tries an uppercut in the middle. Precise offensive fight so far.
Both fighters are going to have to work very hard to get a good clean shot in for the most part tonight, because both guys are fighting so similar with the peekaboo style, hands held high, and most of the blows are going to be landing on the gloves and elbows.
Abdulaev has had in essentially one bad round in his professional career, but his career has developed more slowly than that of Cotto. Part of it was the move from Las Vegas, trainer Kenny Adams, to Germany, and trainer Fritz Sedinek. If you're wondering where you've seen Sedinek before, you've seen him with both Klitschko's, Vladimir and Vitalik. And of course, you know Fritz very well, Emmanuel.
Yeah, Fritz and I worked together in a couple of accounts with the Klitschko brothers.
So if Abdulaev moved from Kenny Adams to Fritz Sedinek, what style change might that create?
I don't foresee it much different. He fought the same way when he was with Kenny Adams. You know, when a guy's had nearly 300 and some amateur fights, it's not too much change you're going to get anyway in that style. I think he was just probably more comfortable being back in Europe, maybe.
To Abdulaev's corner, Jens Halling will be interpreting the German that Fritz Sedinek uses, and then there's someone else there who reinterprets the German into Uzbeki for Abdulaev.
I think Abdulaev just discovered that he's not facing the same fighter he saw 5 years ago.
You work very good. You work very good. You have to move a little bit more. Your left hand is very good. But after that, you need your right hook.
All right, breathe deeply. Breathe again. Once again. That's it. Throw that right. When he throws it, put yours in. Come on. The right up.
CompuBox numbers for round one reflect what Emmanuel Stewart said to you about the two peekaboo defenses. Neither man landing much. Cotto 11 out of 76, 14%. Abdulaev 4 out of 40. Which one will be able to break the other man's defense down first? So far, they're banging away at each other's elbows, arms, and gloves. Now Cotto slips a jab through there. Uppercut is blocked. Right hand lands for Cotto. Left hook sneaked past Abdulaev's right hand. Abdulaev sticking his left hook to the body, now right to the body.
And these two styles can make for an exciting fight, but it also can make for a boring fight, because as exciting as it can be, it'll be like a pattern fight, the same thing going over and over and over, and no one landing really clean, effective blows.
I think it's going to be about the body punching, Emmanuel. Somebody's going to break somebody down at some point.
When you hold your hands like that, you are prepared to get hit to the body because you know you're giving up the body in order to protect your head. So usually you can take the body punches pretty good, Ted. And that's what could be the most effective, is the punch up between the gloves. Whoever can find a good attack working between the gloves is probably going to gain an edge as the fight moves on.
We've talked in the past, Emmanuel, about how short of being well-conditioned, there's little you can do in the gym to affect the way you'll take a punch to the head or to the chin. Can you do things that will affect the way you take body punches?
No, not for you. Only boxing. You get hit in the body enough and the body just gets tough by itself. But one time, some punches, they hurt you in the body, usually the punches you don't see. But when these two guys come in and got their hands up, they know that they got their hands covering the head, and the only place they can get hit in the body, they usually have their body muscles real tense.
And there you see Cotto's strength as he backs Abdulaev off with power. Abdulaev sticking a left upstairs, but it was the body punching of Cotto that defined that rally and moved Abdulaev all the way back to the center of the ring.
Cotto is showing his versatility. He seems very comfortable fighting off the ropes against a fighter who just marches forward like an army, never veering.
But he's got to really pace himself and not over-punch himself too much, because he's so frustrated sometimes in not being able to land a clean punch that he's trying to force an opportunity, an opening, and he can actually tire himself out.
Got an opening there, though, and cracked Abdulaev with the right hand. Abdulaev comes back and cracks Cotto over the top. They trade body shots. Good left hook by Abdulaev. Straight right hand. They trade body shots again. What a fight.
But Abdulaev looks very strong, and the one thing that Cotto better watch out is for that short right hand from Abdulaev.
June 18, it's an HBO Sports special. Ray Romano and Kevin James making the cut. Follow both comedians. Well, I've been given the wrong piece of copy here. Let's go with this. Glenn Johnson, Antonio Tarver, light heavyweight championship rematch next Saturday, June 18, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Be with us for that one. We'll be in Memphis. Tarver Johnson. First time around, it was a great fight. Let's see who makes an adjustment in the second fight. The Ray Romano Kevin James show is coming along too, and that's going to be good.
You have to move more. Uppercut. I want to see your right uppercut.
Come on, give it up.
Gambia box numbers in round two. Miguel Cotto, who threw 76 punches in the first round, threw 82 in the second round. 17 out of 82 as his connect percentage rises just a little bit. Abdulaev 10 out of 53. Now Cotto starts to get the jab going. And a couple times there he split the guard and brings the right hand over the top and whips the left hook. And Abdulaev isn't throwing much as Cotto blisters him with punches.
That's the right hand that I was telling you about, that I've been concerned about, because he's barely missed it a few times, but he's getting close. And as the fight goes on, that may be the punch that may end up winning the fight for Abdulaev.
Well, when Cotto got hurt in Puerto Rico, he got hit near the top of the head, not on the chin.
No, but this right hand right here has been the most. I watched the first round, even though Abdulaev missed it, but I could see that he's got more power in that right hand than all of the punches combined coming from Cotto and from Abdulaev's left hand.
So you're saying the hardest punch in the fight is Abdulaev's right hand over the top?
Definitely short, straight right hand. Very short. He gets right on top of Cotto before he shoots it.
That time he chopped the right hand after firing the left hook to the body. That time Cotto picks off the left hand and moves away.
Cotto's still hurt from that punch there.
Cotto's trying to break down Abdulaev with that left hook to the body.
But he's still vulnerable for that right hand to go right through the center.
Well, if he's still hurting, Emmanuel, he's sure disguising it well.
Yeah, I think he's sure.
Abdulaev gets caught.